Hey guys, this is Jacob from Play for Christ Ministry. Man almighty, I feel like we've been gone for a minute. Um, been really sick for almost a good week, and then got taken care of that, and then didn't really feel good at all, and just kind of been laying low, working a little bit here and there. But no, just didn't really feel up to making videos and stuff, and unfortunately, we just kind of got got too much of whatever I got. So just was really sick and just fighting that and taking care of that and tried to play ball last like 2 weeks ago and just couldn't really do it. And then, so let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. We did a video, man, I think maybe 3, 4 weeks ago, maybe later than that. And, we were talking about the shoes. So there was February 14th was going to be a day where we were going to get the R-Star warning. Well, I guess you could call it the R-Star, but it's really not. It's called the warning label. And it was going to be the like baby blue with the silver um, swoosh for the Ja Morants. We decided to go ahead. We got paid on the 13th of February. We basically went. We were waiting, and then on Thursday I looked. Well, maybe before Thursday on the 13th, before All Star Weekend for the NBA. That was actually the week that I was sick, but we were actually. I looked maybe 3, 4 days ago, and I'm unlacing these shoes real quick. They were the 12 times, and I decided to go ahead and I had like almost a 20% off, and these were like 134, and we didn't want to wait, and we were like, well, let's just go ahead and try to buy these instead, and we did. So we got the 12-time Ja Morants in the basically like a New York Liberty color. Everybody right now was like being on these shoes. StockX has them for like 140, 150, somewhere around there. Um, so these are the shoes that I got. You got the 12 time on here. You got the number 12 in purple. Everything's in purple, and then the little like golden swish. Of course, you can't really see, the sun's not doing it really justice. I feel like, it's a Ja Morant shoe. Everybody knows we've been collecting the Ja Morants, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take the risk and just pay the 124 actually, because we had a 20% off, and I decided to get these on Thursday on February 13th. Was gonna make a video of them, but unfortunately decided not to, because like I said, that was the week that we were really sick, and we were just trying not to really do anything, and then got better, but then, like I said, I just still didn't really feel well. Thank you for the new subscribers. We're at 74 subscribers now. Praise God for that. Thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you for following along. And just, I got this now, a Hoop Story hoodie. Play for Christ Ministry. They won't be for sale unless you guys do want to go ahead and comment and say, let me, if you guys want them for sale, I would maybe make a couple of them. But like I said, YouTube is not my main income, and I'm not making money off YouTube, so it's kind of hard to make a merch. If people would like a Hoop Story, Play for Christ Ministry hoodie, and then trying to use my main paycheck when I have other bills to pay for, and it's just hard to kind of do that. But if you guys do, then I mean, we could always do maybe like a donation, or we can do something. We can figure something out, or you can always just comment it, and then I can give you like an Instagram or a Facebook of mine, or if not, my number, and you can always Venmo me. These were like 30. I got this for like 34, $35. The company that I use, I've been with them since 2020. But no, we'll see. So if anybody wants a Hoop Story, Play for Christ Ministry merch, a t-shirt, hoodie, let me know, comment, and we'll go ahead and try to discuss stuff, and we can see what happens, because I'm not really a merch guy. Like, I don't sell merch right now because, like I said, our YouTube is not where we should be at right now. But God will bless us. We got 74 for the past 3 days. People have been subscribing to us, so praise God for that. Here's the other side, same thing. It's basically the 12th time. You got the gold, kind of, because like I said, I guess this shoe here is not really New York or nothing like that, like the like the New York Knicks guy. So or the Martin Luther King that LeBron James just did last month. This one was actually his A&A, I mean A&U. This is something that he played, and I guess it says a bucket in the backyard in the league, or in bucket in the league is a bucket is a bucket. So, like I said, I still got a little bit of a runny nose still. Like I said, whatever I got, I don't know. Like that was like a killer. That was a killer. Honestly, that sickness that I got was a killer. Um, it was a week of temperature raising, high price. Like it was bad. I advise people to take days off of work, not like me. But I just took off some stuff in personal life on YouTube and stuff and basketball and all that. And the weather's been on and off here actually in Colorado. We've had beautiful weather right now. It's windy as heck and the sun is blaring on my basketball court. So we're trying to get some shots in so we can get ready, because hopefully by the next 2.5 weeks we'll have nicer weather and it heats up so we can actually see a game on this basketball court again, like we did like almost 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago. But like I said, it's a beautiful day. It's still a little windy, so you might hear me on the windy. But now I got those instead. I'm trying to get the Ja Morants. I got those instead. Like I said, there's really nothing major. I mean, same as the daybreak, same as the Chinese New Year. We're gonna do another video of the Chinese New Year soon, because I want to show you some stuff on that shoe. But no, it's like I said, the Jelly Bean. I mean, it's Ja Morant. Nothing major, nothing fancy. Just a different colorway. That's why I'm really not really kind of like showing you the shoe off that much, because there's really no other features on the shoe. So we move on, and the next one that I'm going to try to get maybe in March is going to be the Christmas shoe. And that one has been in retail like since December 24th. StockX has them. So those are the ones that I might, it's like a white, red, and then lime green on the bottom. So those are something that I might go ahead and try to like get next month. Just depends on the funds. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That will be the next one. And yeah, we'll do a little quick little video. If everything goes well, we'll just do a little quick video, and that's really it. Nothing. Like I said, these shoes here, you guys have seen them before. You've seen them. You've heard of them. You know them. They've been around now. It's just not anything new. It's just a different colorway, and that's really basically kind of boring. So trying to show off the shoe and show you, oh, well, here's the make of it, here's this, here's that, like it's just a quicker way where it's like, hey, this is what it looks like, this is the colorway, it's a bucket, blah blah blah, and all that. Like, but I do want to show you the Chinese New Year, or the horse of the year. I do want to show you those shoes because, like I said, they are kind of not wearing or tearing, but just a little bit of here and there where you're moving around, where it's kind of hard to kind of keep wearing those. I haven't worn those except for last night. I wore those, but I'm not playing in those. Those are going to be a shoe that won't be played with. But no, like I said, it's just going to be like, I'll show you what's happening with the shoe. So if you do have them, or if you do want to make a purchase in StockX, because StockX is the shoe to have them, we'll see. I'm waiting for the Jurassic Park. That's April 10th. So that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of slowing down on my Ja Morants because I really want the Jurassic Park. I'm looking right now. There's like 2 colorways as of now on Instagram, where you have a lime green, or like I guess you could say a lime green and a red. And then on the tongue, it has a Jurassic Park. And then on the other side, I think it just has the Ja logo. But you have the Jurassic Park logo on one side, and then you have his logo on the other side. That's supposed to come April 10th. But we'll see if that's even true or not. He's also having another shoe that comes out, and that's going to be next week actually, and it's called the Murray Time, I think, or Murray State. I don't know what these are. They're like white, yellow, and blue. Something that I won't get because I'm not looking forward to that colorway, and I'm not looking forward to that shoe because that's something that I think is just going to be I think it's just something once a month. I think he's trying to just get shoes. But I think the Jurassic Park one is one thing we're going to get, and then the Kool-Aid. Supposedly he will partner with Kool-Aid again and get a Kool-Aid shoe. So we'll see if that's going to be possible to get to as well. So as of right now, I'm looking at Dick's Sporting Goods, and of course they have all their stuff until like March something. So we won't see the April 10th one until maybe the next 4 to 5 weeks, or maybe the end of March. And hopefully Dick's Sporting Goods will get that shoes, and if they do, we will totally do a review on those ones, because those ones are going to be a special shoe, of course. And that's the same thing with the Kool-Aid. If we can get those Kool-Aid ones, like they said, they're coming out in the summer, I'm assuming it might be the same like those Ja 2s where they came out in June or July. then I think we'll do a review on those. Or if there's another colorway that's going to be really cool and we like them and we get them, then like the Christmas ones, for example, if we do get the Christmas ones next month, and I get them for a good value on StockX. StockX, you can buy, you can bid, and you can buy. And right now they have them for like $119. They're going down on value in StockX. I'm waiting, but I think I'm gonna bid maybe like $85. And then of course the fast shipping, so I'll probably be paying a 100 or something. But if someone snatches it and takes it, then I'll go ahead and get it. If not, then it's a bust, because you can do like 30 days, 7 days, 8 days, whatever, how many days you want this to be on the market. And if a retailer takes it and I see them coming to me, then we'll do a full video on those, because that one's going to be a cool one too, because that one has like a snow globe in the logo, like on his tongue, so it's going to be cool. So that's basically where we've been at. Like I said, thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who's coming to support this channel. We're always real on this channel. We're going to always be real on this channel. This is not a baby channel where we're going to fake things. We're not going to sugarcoat things. We're going to talk about personal life and all that. So if you're new to the channel, that's basically what this channel is about. Basketball videos, shoe video, basketball analysis. Playoffs are coming soon too, as well. Playoffs are coming soon, so we might go ahead and kind of give you guys some intel on the playoffs, what I think, what's happening. March Madness is coming, so I might do something with March Madness and kind of study some stuff in the college league. I would hope Kansas Jayhawks, that's a place and a beautiful school that I always wanted to go to play ball, because they had a great basketball program. They still do. Whoa, I knew that was going to happen because it's getting windy. Let me lower this real quick and we will readjust. Sorry guys, I knew that was going to happen because it is getting windy, and that's why we've stopped playing ball for a minute, because the ball, every time you shoot, the wind hits it. But it's okay. You guys get to see me a little bit better, and get to see the cool little hoodie, that we just made 4, maybe 3 weeks ago. I actually ordered it last month and it finally came, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's cool. That's like the process of getting sick. The first week of February, and then the second week of February we were like downhill from then. And yeah, basketball All-Star weekend, we were totally basically out for the count. That's why we decided to wait and do a video now, because we're healthy a little bit. Yeah, I got the nose a little bit, but it's been really, really windy here. So it's like all that dust or all that sand that's coming and doing all that, or just the wind pressure, it's getting crazy. And next Tuesday is supposed to be a snowy or rainy day. But no, like I said, I'm feeling way better. Of course, the cough is still lingering. But when it all comes down to it, my body's better. My body's not aching. I feel more. My stomach is good. Everything's good. But no, for the new subscribers, this channel is not a baby channel. We're not babying nothing. We're gonna call it how it is, and we're gonna say how it is. That's how this channel's been. But I appreciate everybody. A Hoop Story will be out next week. Episode 3. That's gonna be nice. I'm excited for that. Episode 3 is gonna be coming out. So we have episode 3. Episode 4 will be in April, and then April, episode 5, and then episode 6. There's gonna be maybe, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm figuring stuff out for the Hoop Story, and I think there's gonna be an episode 7, but that won't be until maybe July. And that's what I'll do is maybe next month. What I'll do is I think next week I'll do episode 3, and then in the next 2 weeks of March I'll do episode 4. And then what I'm gonna do is actually do April. Not both of those 5 and 6 will be out, but it will be week by week. It will be a week there, and then I'll wait another week, and then I'll do another week. And then after that, I think in May. In May. Sorry guys, like I said, that cough is still lingering. In May, I want to do an episode 7. That was my goal, and I did miss a little bit of this and that. Like I missed some other stuff, but I also want to add some other things, because I don't feel like I got a whole, like, what did I want to do after high school. So I don't know. I don't know if episode 7 will just be like what I wanted to do, like a Hoop Story, like a Walk and Talk series presents a Hoop Story, what I wanted to do after high school, and what I wanted to do when I was basically in middle school and high school, and then what school, like we just talked about the Kansas Jayhawks. I want to probably do an episode 7, but I also want to maybe do an episode 8, or not even an episode at all. I think it's just going to be a conclusion, because I can add so much to what I missed already, because I'm looking back at those videos and I missed a little bit of here. And I think I did that on purpose because I want to conclude stuff. Because I went to Warriors camp back in '04. I did all this cool stuff back, back then in Fremont when my dad went to Korea when he was Army. But I got to get to have this experience, and I got to do all this cool stuff with the game of basketball. So I think what I want to do is just do it would probably be maybe a lot of repeat as well, but it's going to be a longer video, and it's just going to be the conclusion. And I think that's what it's going to be called instead of episode 8. It might just be a conclusion of my whole life, and that's what I'm going to do. But episode 7 will probably be titled What I Wanted to Do After High School and where I wanted to take basketball. And like I said, maybe that might be a little bit of repeat of episode maybe 6 or episode 5, but I want to just kind of collude all this hoop story, because when May does come, and June and July and August comes again, and September comes again, we're about the hoop. We're trying to get videos, and we're trying to get vlogs, and we're trying to get all this stuff. So I think the game plan is to do that. So we'll see. We'll have to see. But that's something that I'm going to think of, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And then, just finish out the episode. So do 2 episodes next month. Episode 3 will come out next week for sure. And then the week after, wait till 1 full week. And then the week after, so the 16th probably, I think that would probably be that time. Or the 14th or 15th of March. Then I'll do episode 4. Then, fast forward to April, knock out those 2 and do the same thing like I did before with the other episodes, just to get it kind of over and done with too, so I can add on to, because what I was trying to do is we were doing a walk and talk series, and we were going to go back when I first started this back in October. It was pre-recorded. I'm going to take some pictures today too. It was pre-recorded back in, September. Yeah, it was September. And we had beautiful weather and everything, and we did it. And we pre-recorded it, and thank God I did, because that's when I had the accident. But it was going to be basically, I took stuff out of the Bible. I was doing my first Matthew. It was in Matthew and everything was cool. But I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, but, I can read the Bible, I can do all that, but I just can't share it like how other people can share it. So I'm like, let's scratch that. So episode 2 of Walk and Talk series was basically more of about faith and trials, and that was part of that. I mean, if you want to see that, you can scroll down into my channel and see it. But it was about faith and trials, and that was a good one, because we still get to talk about Jesus. We still get to talk about what God has done in my life, but we kind of didn't do the Bible anymore. We took that out because I'm like, I looked at that video when I posted it in October, and it was just it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And I'm just like, well, this. And I'm like, nah, let's do something that I know that I can do. And I can talk about my life and what God has done for me and what has God trials and tribulations to me. And that's what happened to me. I did. I got, the car accident, and God really tested my faith and showed me all this stuff. And I think that was what we kind of conquered. Fast forward, we basically kind of pre-recorded another episode 4, and it was like gifts and stuff. And I remember that was back, when we had the snow, and it was a cool walk. It was a cool walk and talk series because I was in the snow. I was doing all my things, and it was cool. And then after that, we kind of stopped. And then I'm like, well, let me think, let me get my mind set, and let me look what I'm doing. And I'm like, a hoop story. Let's talk about my life. Let's talk about my life. So it's still Walk and Talk, but it's Walk and Talk presents a hoop story. And I think right now it's going good, pretty good. I don't know. I haven't really looked. I have stopped looking at my views. I really have. I'm stopped looking at my views of my videos, because I'm gonna be honest. There's really no views a lot on Walk and Talk, the Walk and Talk series. I did it because it was gonna be a substitute for playing no basketball. And if this was gonna do something, then I knew God was telling me, hey, just do it. Just do this Walk and Talk. Do a Walk and Talk. Do a Walk and Talk. And I'm like, okay, Lord, let me do it. But I stopped looking at the views because, to be honest with you, there's probably like 1 or 2 videos that I have no views on. Or there's one video that I have 1 view on, but that's probably because of me. So it's hard to kind of pinpoint. You're pinpointing. And it's like, I don't know, Lord, like, why do you want me to do this? And then I'm like, well, let me do something else, Lord. Let me kind of talk to you. I did. And I'm like, let me look, let me think. And Lord said, well, do a hoop story. Do a hoop story. try to figure out something to gain the audience. And I said, well, I want to talk about my basketball career. I want to talk about my basketball elementary through high school, middle school, and so on. And here we are now. And like I said, I have not looked at the views on those. I haven't. But when it comes into it, and you're getting the full picture, and you're getting the full life, it is what it is to me. I'm doing it because I'm building the community for one. I'm doing it because basketball season for playing ball is gone, kind of, because the weather was on and off. We didn't know, honestly. I mean, the weather's been beautiful. We had a Christmas Eve game. We had a game last month. We had a game this month. I mean, the beautiful weather that we got, I didn't know that was going to happen. That's why we were thinking about, okay, let's do something else to connect to the community to get more subscribers, because we're trying to build the channel and we're building the community with you guys, and that's what I'm doing. I'm building the community with you guys so that at least you know, hey, this guy's active, this guy's telling it, this guy's doing this guy's doing that, he's doing videos, he's doing, cool things that interest you guys. And I want to build that because y'all don't know me from Adam. I don't know half of y'all from Adam. Now I know 3 or 4 people who subscribe for me who said, hey, I'm subscribing, and I see it because we see the subscribers every time. And you see the pictures, and I know 3 or 4 people. So praise God for that. But for the other people who have been subscribed to me since 2018, 19, they don't know me yet. And I'm like, I got to do something that kind of gets me you get to know me more, because I'm going and trying to build a relationship, even though it's on this platform. But no, that's what the Walk and Talk series was all about. And yeah, trying to pick out the Bible and doing my verses, because I still have Armor of God, Ephesians, and I still have another notes. I have my notes. I still have that. So if I do have to, next off season when we do have the weather again, I can pull those off my phone and I can pre-record them in August or whatever I decide to do, and try to practice more, and then delete, and then practice again that whole month, and then whichever video I like, I can take it and send it. Because like I said, I still have 2 verses that I did already in my notes in my phone. So if I have to pull it out, I could. And that won't be until later down the road, because after May comes and we're done with this Hoop Story Walk and Talk stuff, be honest with you, I think we're done until October, I hope, or November. I mean, I'm hoping we get the same weather that we got last year. I mean, the last year we just had August through, not August, but October through December. But if not, then yeah, at least we have, okay, here's another plan. Or hey, let's do check-ins, and that's what we've been doing too. We've been doing check-ins. We've been doing here and this. We've been trying to get some stuff down. But no, it's been nice. It's been a good change too, because you're watching basketball videos, but you also want to know who I am. You also want to know the person who is playing ball, who's doing all this stuff, who's doing these like basketball videos. And that's something that we have to, that's what I want to do. And I want to build the community too. And that's my main focus too. My main focus drive is to build the community and try to have that relationship, even though we're online and we're here talking on the phone or on the media. I still want to build that relationship, and I love everybody on this channel, and I love the comments, the people who don't subscribe, and they still comment me, and it's cool to see that. So it's nice to see that. But no, we made it to 74. Praise God for that. I mean, you can't beat that. And I haven't been out active on this for almost 3 weeks, and we're getting followers here and there. So I can't really complain on that. But when it all comes into it, that's what the Walk and Talk series was really about. It was just about trying to build the relationships with everybody, trying to give you my background, trying to talk about the gospel, trying to talk about the Bible. And I'm like, well, I don't know about the Bible thing, because like I said, I'm not that good at that, because you have these other pastors, you have all these other cats running around doing that, and sometimes it's not the right way. And that's how I felt. I really felt that I'm not the right guy to do that. That's not my gift. I think my gift is more what God has done for my life. What has God done for me, and what has God did for me, than saying, hey, here's a Bible, let's go ahead and, okay, Matthew 4:19, blah, 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 follow Christ. That's not going to really kind of help anyone. It's not, I mean, it would help you, but it's not going to help when I'm saying it, because I'm saying I might say it differently, or I might say it wrong. And that's not, like I said, that's just not for me to kind of put out here. I'll still have to have a little bit more practice with that stuff. But like I said, I'm more of just like, hey, God has done this for me. I've been doing this for this many years. I've been working in the public school system for almost a good 11 years. I've been working with kids for another 10 years with day camps and all that. God gave me the gift on that. And that's something that we're going to talk about when I conclude everything for a hoop story, because I didn't want to do this as a job. I didn't want to be a teacher, assistant, paraprofessional. I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want to work with kids. I got blessed to do that. That's something that was blessed when I was doing this in 05, volunteering with day camps and playground pals and playing basketball. My goal was NBA. NBA. I didn't care how little. I'm 5'7". I didn't care how much. I'm Asian. I'm Asian, Filipino, and white. I'm not, I can hoop. But when it comes into it, my goal was, hey, I wanted to be an NBA player. That's all I cared about. I didn't have no other sight but NBA. There was no plan B. There was no plan C. It was NBA. But God said, you know what? Time for you to go a different way. And that was with kids. And I've been blessed at it. I've been blessed with it. And I think, you guys, if you've been here for a minute and you've been on my channel for a minute, like you hear me, I'm working in the school system. And like I said, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I love it. It's great. I get to still teach kids how to play ball. But like I said, it was NBA all the way. And that's what I wanted. But like I said, that's going to be something I want to try to save more a little bit, because I don't want to really kind of give it too much, because I'm not trying to make this video a little bit long. We're at 26 and 21 seconds, but I just don't want to really give out too much. I want to save some of that stuff when it's kind of the time is right, because I'm still writing stuff and I want to think of stuff, and I need to process some stuff and talk to the Lord and say, okay, Lord, how do I say this? How can I say that? But no, I'm going to wrap it up here, because I'm going to wait for the sun to kind of go down. Next Sunday, the March 8th, will be time change. And we'll be out here a little bit more longer, you dig it? Because guess why? We'll have the sun to be out and playing. But no, I'm just hoping everybody's doing great. I'm hoping everybody had a great February. We're almost in March. Crazy. Crazy time right now. 2026 is speeding up. Scary. It's crazy. We're almost halfway when we hit June or July. And we only have March, April, May. 3 more months until June. So it is crazy to me. But no, Hoop Story coming out next week. Another one will come out after. But no, God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time for me to come on here and talk to you guys. And I'm hoping everybody has a great coming up weekend. This will be posted today once I'm done shooting hoops, taking videos and all that. So God bless you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace out.